Hey everyone, it is that time, it is I, and today I've got a doozy of one for you. You know, when you do your 31 Days of Horror Challenge, you're never quite sure what you're going to end up watching, and I've got one for you today called Hard Rock Zombies from 1986 from Krishna Shaha, and who directed American Drive-In, and here we get the story of a band who are on the brink of being discovered. They go to this small town because there is a dealer there, a contract dealer there who's going to show up, a scout who's going to evaluate them, but they end up staying at the wrong house in this small town. A house filled with Nazi little people, demons, someone who looks like Hitler, as well as some other nasty characters. And also what complicates things further is the fact this town does not like rock and roll. Well, soon something nasty happens to the band, but they come back as hard rock zombies to help put on their concert and still get that contract, as well as save the town from the other zombies that have appeared. That's the best way to sum this film up, though it's kind of hard because this film doesn't just go off the rails. It takes that winding highway road and then just splits off into other side roads to where you just have to sit and experience this. It's a very low budget film, and I just thought it was wild. You just sit back and experience it, kind of like Black Roses or Trick or Treat, if you will, but this film shot on a lot lower budget. I mean, within the first 5 minutes, you get all of your quirky, weird, horrific horror tropes in this film. You get nudity, you get 2 kills, you get a creepy guy with a camera taking pictures of said kills, as well as a little person who's a Nazi and another person who's a demon. And no real explanation, and that's what I love about some of these earlier, lower budget horror films, especially from the 80s, is don't really get an explanation. You just watch this thing play out. It's like you're throwing spaghetti against the wall, only the spaghetti are plot points or something, and whatever sticks, hey, we're gonna go with. There's some humor in here. The tone kind of changes halfway through to where it's kind of, this Beatles type of montage we get in here, to some serious deaths, to some humorous wah moments, and you cannot predict where this film is going, and I enjoyed that. Now, performances by all are, for a film of really low budget, shot on video, what'd you expect? Though you do have Lisa Toothman in here, who was in Witchcraft 3 and Eye of the Serpent, making an appearance in here. You also have in here Sam Mann, who was in Rollerblade Warriors, who Toothman was also in, so they ended up doing the next film together as well. And what's more interesting about this movie is it was only meant to be like a 20-minute film to work into American Drive-In, and they ended up during production not only shooting American Drive-In, but this film coming out with 2 pictures, and we're glad they did. This film isn't going to be for everybody. You're going to find some offensive things in here, but at the same time, it's just this quirky, odd film that just is just an experience, really. So if you're looking for something unusual, totally whacked with an 80s hair rock soundtrack, some really underlying uncomfortable themes, including a little bit of underage affection going on, yeah, it's got a little bit of that too. Phil has a little bit of everything in here. You may want to check out Hard Rock Zombies. It's one of those films that I don't think you'll soon forget once you watch it, though don't try to make a huge amount of sense out of it, otherwise it might just make your head explode. And that'll about do it for us here. If you've seen Hard Rock Zombies, please leave your comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed already, we got some other great reviews. I got some other things coming, Q&As yet from the new Horror Film Fest, and a whole lot more. I appreciate all my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel, and until next time, keep that ticket stub.